Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the Work and Dirt channel. We finally have an update about our 41 acres and wanted to introduce more about it.
Yep, basically we want to tell you who we bought it with and why we went about purchasing it with another couple and what different obstacles and challenges are on this property and how we're going to go about managing them and prioritizing them. So stick around to find out some rural discoveries. Now, I wouldn't recommend just buying 40 acres with anybody or especially your in-laws, but we decided to end up purchasing this property with my sister and brother-in-law because we've camped with them, we've hung out with them, we've worked with them, and we really know how our personalities match. And so
the balance between Joel and I and Linnell and Jeremy is that Joel and I are very good with our hands. We do construction, we know how to build things and can figure stuff out technically, where Linnell and Jeremy balance it out by they are so into gardening and animals and cooking, and so we're going to be able to really
eat their food.
Yeah, enjoy the fruit of their labors and go back and forth and helping each other in different areas on the property. So that was a huge thing as well.
Definitely.
We're not just moving into the same home with them. The one major thing we were looking for when we were searching for property was 2 dwellings, and this place definitely came with 2 dwellings, one of them being a modular home and the other is an old KOA office campground building. So we've decided to take the old KOA building because we're going to be able to renovate it, and they're taking the modular, which is in a really good condition. However, they are renovating it.
They want to renovate it completely, which is understandable, like anyone would. So we're gonna obviously help them do that, and before we tackle our dwelling,
get them moved in. So mentioning that it was an old KOA campground. I don't know if everybody knows what KOA is, but it's Campgrounds of America. Yeah, and they still run now, but this particular one back in the 70s was when it was started. Again, this is all hearsay and guessing because there was no book that came with the property that told us what it was. But it was a
test pilot.
A test pilot for a ranch camp, having horses. Yeah. So you can come camp with your RV and then go ride horses around the property pretty much.
And it was 100 acres back then, and they chopped it off, but the main parcel, which is what we bought, the 40 acres, has the campground, the official campground with the electrical and the water.
Yeah, there's probably 30 camp spots on our property.
Yeah.
There's I don't even know how many electrical boxes.
220 electrical.
220, probably at least 15.
Yeah. And then there's fire suppression systems, so you have these little fire hydrants everywhere and hose bibs everywhere. And there was, still is, a 10,000 gallon water tank up on the mountain.
Yeah.
That is not in commission anymore, so they replaced it with a 3,000 gallon plastic tank, which is good. So, and then we have a pool.
Yeah, there's a
huge
big pool where the campers could go swim. And then our building has, his and her men's and women's lockers with showers and toilets.
We can invite all our family.
Yeah, y'all can shower here.
Yeah.
And then there's a little kitchen in there with a check-in area that campers could come and check in.
Excuse me, I have 2 camp spots for 20 people.
Yep.
So it's an interesting building that we're going to be taking on.
And we know, immediately, we fell in love with just how big and all the potential it has. And to some people, it just seems like overwhelming. And that's where I feel comfortable, because just through a lot of projects and a lot of work in the trades, you got to bite things off, piece by piece. Just like I think Henry Ford said, any project can be handled as long as it's broken up into enough small pieces. So that's what we've discussed, and we've kind of put the puzzle pieces out there and kind of organized and prioritized how we're going to go about handling this property. Yeah. So once we've identified all the key items or projects that we have on this property. We had to organize them and prioritize them, but the number one is what's most essential to human life, and that's water.
Yeah, so getting our water not only safe, but figuring out how to get it to the places that we need, which the property comes with 2 wells, one of which is not working from the inspection reports, but the other one is working. But also with our inspection reports came up chloroform in the water.
It's chloriform.
Chloriform?
I think it's something different.
Chloroform?
Yeah. There's chloroform and chloriform.
Oh, chloriform. It's dangerous. You don't
Yeah.
want to consume it.
Yeah.
So we need to treat all of our water, our whole water system.
Mm-hmm.
But before we can treat it, we need to also fix the other well so that we can treat that well too. One big problem is a lot of the valves in the fire, like all the hose bibs and fire suppression systems, like half of them are probably broken.
Yeah.
But we need to get treated water flowing through all of them to completely treat the system. So we also have to fix all of that.
So we gotta, get them all fixed so they can operate, so that we can systematically go about opening them and purging chlorine and treating them. So that's the one
On
first
the list.
thing. Yep. And the next would be the electrical, making sure all the electrical work and is safe going to all the different places, the houses, the pumps, and just everything.
Yeah.
And then after we get the electrical situated, the next thing important to human life is getting rid of your own waste. And so
septic
so
stuff. Our septic system,
Yeah.
we're still a little confused. There are 2 septic systems on the property, one for the modular. That one's fine and works good. But then for our building, we're still a little confused on how it actually is working, because there's a whole dump site. You know, when you drive up with your RV and before you leave the campground, you can dump all of your waste, your black and gray water. There is one of those here, along with a cesspool. What do you want to call it?
it's a waste pond.
A waste pond.
Of sort.
It collects all the waste and then degrades it, and the sun dries it out, and does
So it
some
leaves a
fun
lot to question. I've already been researching some
Yeah.
stuff, but we'll definitely have more details on that later.
stuff. Figuring that
Once
part
we
out.
discover it. Yeah. So
And then
the third biggest.
well,
Well,
technically fourth.
oh,
but
fourth.
what-
Technically fourth now is the dwellings.
getting those renovated
Correct,
and
correct.
ready to live in. Yeah.
So.
And another big project, which we're going to be doing
Oh yeah.
sooner,
Yeah.
is
So there's 5. I mean,
There's
there's
a lot.
gonna be tons.
There's more than 5.
Okay. Well,
Moving the cargo container. There's a which is
40-foot
awesome
cargo container.
that there's a cargo container just on the property, but it's not in a very convenient location. It's kind of far away from the houses, and so our idea is to get it moved closer to Linnell and Jeremy's home so that they can use it like a garage and storage, because we're eventually going to build a shop, and we'll be using that like a garage. So that'll be a fun move.
Definitely. Now we discovered how bad the houses are. We determined that we're going to try to put all our efforts together to renovate Linnell and Jeremy's house and get it nice, and then they will switch gears and help us rebuild our house. So that's in a nutshell the prioritizing what's to come.
Yeah.
And I just wish I could waste more minutes here just telling you everything, but we want to wait till we get the footage and details, but we got a lot in store for you.
Wish us luck. Well, we hope you stick around and watch all the videos we're going to put out to get this place dialed in and all the projects that are going to come from it.
There's going to be a lot, folks. And I also want to say, I know there's going to be a ton of you viewers who are going to watch, tune in to watch the different challenges we face and all that. And the other ones are just wanting to learn about how to go about living in a rural community and how to even purchase something like this. And to those people, I want to first say, it starts at home right now, just working hard and grinding and being a good person and being a credible resource to your friends and family, because getting something like this doesn't just happen by one person flipping the switch. It's a network of people and things that happen, doors that open.
Yeah.
So
relationships you built before are now helping you with future situations.
Correct. So we'll leave it at that. And thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you at the next one.
And
again,
remember,
your viewership helps our channel support veterans, trails, and charities each quarter. So thank you. Working dirt. Ooh. Hey Nelly, Jeremy, you're gonna appreciate this work when we're plugging in 220 marshmallow roasters.
Are we making overtime?
Yeah, this is OT.
OT.